Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin, BTC. Let's go. All right, welcome back to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Go down below, hit that subscribe button. And while you're down there, if you can tap the like button, I'd really appreciate it. It is the best way to support the channel. Bitcoin on the daily time frame is where we're going to start today. Obviously, you can see that we found support at the 200 EMA on the daily time frame, which is the blue line here. We were in this falling wedge, and I've been talking about the similarities between this move and the move in 2020, where we were in a triangle pattern in 2020. I'm not going to go back there. I've done that enough. And we broke out of the triangle pattern, went up, had a nice pump, then went sideways for a little bit, and the bull run began. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for, at least right now. I did say a couple of days ago in my last Bitcoin video that I expected us to go sideways for a little while, especially over the weekend. And that's pretty much what we've done. And so you can see that some lines of support that I'm looking at right now, I've taken a fib from the very bottom on the daily time frame, moved it to the top. And so right now, we are holding fairly nicely above the 236 retracement area, but I am looking at the 382 as a possible retracement area as well. That is sitting roughly around the $28,600 or $700 area. I'm looking at that for probably, I mean, it could obviously go all the way back down to retrace to the 618, even the 786, to retest this falling wedge here that we've broken out of. It could do that, come all the way back down, get the retest, and then move up higher. I just think a lot of people are thinking that it's going to do that, and so I don't know that it will. I just kind of have this feeling we're going to go sideways, and then the pump is going to continue. And so I am looking maybe at the lowest to get down to the $28,600 to $700 area, which is the 382 fib retracement level. And let's go down a little bit. Let's zoom in a little bit to the 12-hour. You can see that we're overbought quite a bit. Have the red dot on the trend directional. Now, when we get really bullish, these really don't mean much. I mean, you could see the RSI here just continue to move up and above in the overbought area. And you can see the same thing for the trend directional. You can just be doing this for quite a while. Usually these bull runs last, they're not very long, maybe a month. If we are going to get something like that, I'm not saying that this is going to be the bull run. I am actually thinking that Bitcoin is going to come up and retrace to maybe at most $50,000 before we get a massive correction. And then the bull run will start after that. But we'll just have to wait and see. But we're going to pay attention to that $50,000 level and see what happens there. Obviously, you pay attention to the 618 retracement, the macro one here at 39,000. But I do think that there's a good chance we get a wick up into this $39 or $40,000 to $50,000 area, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens around that time when we get there. But for now, I kind of think that we're just going to go sideways for a little bit. Our next bit of resistance is going to be sitting right around that $32,700 area, and that is the 0.5 Fibonacci area, and that also is going to be lined up with some resistance and support back here as well. And so in this whole area, we're just looking for I'm looking at the macro really, but for now I'm looking at sideways action. And so I'm going to go down even deeper here to the 4-hour time frame. You can see that our correction on the 4-hour time frame is starting to break into my boxes down here on the RSI. So right now we're sitting at the 53 RSI, usually on a 4-hour correction after a good pump. And if we remain bullish, we'll stay above the 50 level and sometimes go down to the 40 level. But if it's extremely bullish, we'll maintain above the 50 level on the 4-hour time frame, and then we'll get another pump to the upside. One thing I am seeing, even on the lower time frames, and you can see that our trend directional on the 4 hours is just about to hit 0 here. And I can imagine a green dot coming in at 0, and then we continue on to the upside. You can see that we've got this large wick right here on this previous 4-hour candle. And I've got this white line here. White line here, which is previous resistance right here. Now we're finding as support. But if we go down just a little bit further to the 1 hour, you can see that the 1 hour has now come down, almost went oversold. We got the green dot very deep in the trend directional, and it looks like we are forming some kind of an ABC correction here. So we've got our A, B, C. Now this could go down further, so an ABC correction if we do a trend extension or a fib extension here. So right now we have come down. We've come down far enough for this ABC correction to be over. So this actually could be the end of this correction. But actually an ABC correction could also go all the way down to the 1618 as well, which would line up nicely with the 200 EMA on the 1 hour time frame. So that is kind of my line of support I'm looking at as well. If we're going to get that deeper correction, again, I said 28,700. But if we are going to remain fairly bullish, I'm thinking that we might just hit this 29.2 area, and that would be a spot that I'd be looking for long positions. But again, like I said, this actually could be finished already. We've got the 1 hour RSI already getting low. We've got the green dot on the trend directional. We've already completed an ABC pattern. If you do just a 1-to-1 ABC pattern, you know, again, like I said, this could go down to the 1618. But we have completed a technical ABC pattern here, and we could continue on to the upside from this spot where we are finding support at previous resistance here. Yeah, so if we do get this correction, so let's get rid of this, and let's also get rid of this fib extension here. So what I'm going to be looking for is, can we break above some resistance levels? So if you put a fib on the 1 hour time frame from the top here of this high right here to the bottom, you can see that right now we have broken above the 236 and heading to the 382. I would say that we have to, I mean, really we have to create a new high if we're going to continue on, and I know that's kind of a long ways away, so I mean, that brings us up another 2.5%. But pay attention to these resistance levels here. Also, we are on the 1 hour underneath my line here. So this line is from the 4 hour time frame where we've had the body candles right here. These two body candles and then a couple of wicks. Coming up into that area, then a wick down here for support, a wick down here for support, and then you can see that our body candle is staying right there. But on the 1 hour time frame, we're actually underneath it. So this could be resistance as well. One thing I would be paying attention for continuation on the 1 hour time frame, if you wanted to go that low, is take your actually, do I dare go down to the 15-minute time frame here? Down to the 15-minute time frame, we can take our fib from the bottom here up to this high here, and we can kind of just lower our time frames a little bit and see if we can hold any kind of support anywhere. So if this is going to come back down, find support at that 786 and create that higher low, possible continuation to the upside, then we can move to the 1 hour, and you can see in the 1 hour time frame if that is holding support somewhere, and then just see if we can continue to turn this momentum back to the upside. Again, I've been saying this for the last few videos. I just think that we're going to go sideways, which is what we're doing. I think that if we do get a correction, what I've been saying is it's not going to be a very big one. And the largest correction I could see possibly happening, well, the largest one I could see happening is coming back, before we get a massive candle, is coming back down to $27,000. But I actually don't think it's going to do that. I think that we'll probably get to that 28.7 at most over the next week. And we'll just have to wait and see. But I think we still remain fairly bullish. There does need to be sideways action or correction. You can see that the daily time frame is starting to get back from oversold here. We still haven't gotten a green dot on the trend directional on the daily, but really those don't matter unless you're extremely overbought on the trend directional. I mean, you can see where we are right now compared to, if we go back just a little bit right here, this red dot was up in the red zone up here. And you can see that's when we kind of had a move to the downside. And again, over here, you can see the bearish divergence came in, and then we had a move to the downside. We don't have any of those signs right there right now. We've got just sideways action signs, really, and maybe a shallow retracement. But that's pretty much what I got for Bitcoin. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.